Hey sis, how are you? Are you able to get out of the hospital? Leah, I'm feeling so great that it's hard to stay in bed, but I think I won't be able to leave the hospital. Oh, I didn't expect you would be hospitalized because of TPL. I thought you would go back to our house and go to the hospital from there. That was my plan too, but with a belly like this, I was worried. It's the first time I'm having a baby, so I should rest, like the doctor said. Right. Unfortunately, I've never had a baby before, so I don't have any advice for you. I'm sorry. Hey, it's not something you should apologize for. It's enough that you tried to cheer me up. Really? I'm glad I'm being helpful to you. I work in an office, so I can at least text you like this. I'll text you when I can. I can't come see you often, though. You know I'm so busy that I go home just to go to bed. I know you're busy and you've done enough for me. Thank you. How are you? Busy at work? Sorry, I have to stay in the hospital for so long. Well, I didn't think you'd be in the hospital this long. I've been working late and feeling exhausted. I thought so since you don't come to see me. Take care. It's gonna be busy after the baby is born. It'll be a big problem if you get sick. I know. What do you have for dinner? I just ordered some food and eat. Don't worry about me, so focus on your own treatment. I know, but are you mad at me? I'm not mad at you, but I can't focus when you text me while I'm working. Oh, right. I have a lot of free time, so I might have been texting you too much. Sorry. When will you be able to come here? I don't know. I want you to come by after work sometime. I'm sure the baby can hear you now. But even if I go talk to the baby, it won't make any difference, right? What? He might be able to hear my voice, but even if I talk to your belly when you're in the hospital, it's not like he's going to be born soon. That's true, but I want to see you too. You can see me when you come home after the birth. Until then, you should concentrate on the birth there. Is that it? The baby has been in my belly for 9 months, and now we're finally going to meet him, and you're that cold? No, I'm not. Guys don't really feel it because nothing changes in our body. Well, that's true. I hear that a lot. Anyway, I'll be there if I can finish work early. I've got some more work to do. I'll see you then. Okay. Leah, it's urgent. Please text me back. What's wrong? I can't reach Harry. I've been calling and texting, but he hasn't read my texts and returned my calls. Maybe he's busy at work. He said you were insistent. You saw him? Yeah, on my way to work by accident. He said he's busy with work. That's why he goes home late every day. I wonder if he's been eating enough. Really? Can you get in touch with him? I can't. We just ran into each other the other day. Right. Oh God. I think my labor started. What? I'm expecting the baby today. I was hoping you could tell him. I mean, we just ran into each other, so I don't know where your husband is. If you can't reach him, why don't you tell him after the baby is born? Huh? He wouldn't know when the baby will be born. Is that even possible? If you can't get in touch with him, there's nothing we can do. He seemed really busy. God, I can't rely on you at a time like this. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I took it out on you since I'm having the labor. Sorry. I'd like to ask him to pay for the hospital, the birth fee, the birth certificate, and all of the paperwork. Why don't you ask Mom? Well, if I can't reach him, then I guess I'll have to ask her. What if I can't even reach him after the birth? I'm sure I'll leave the hospital as soon as the baby is born. Even then, you'll have to ask Mom and Dad. Your husband's parents live far away, right? That's right. If I need you, help me too, Leah. It might be more helpful to have you. I can't. Why not? You know I'm busy too. Editor's job is so irregular. I'm stuck in the office. I told you before, didn't I? Even in your sister's emergency? No, I probably wouldn't be able to. So you don't want to see my baby? It's not like that, but you guys won't help me at all. You don't have to say it like that. Hey, can you please respond? What is this all about? I'm finally getting out of the hospital with the baby, and where is the daddy? And the house is empty. You already left the hospital? I was waiting for it. Huh? I'm sorry, I know you just gave the birth, but I can't live with you anymore. Sorry, but you'll have to raise the child by yourself. Why is this happening? He's your child. You're leaving without even seeing him? Why would I agree to you without knowing the reason? I think it's better if you don't know. Are you crazy? Do you know what you're doing? If I'm going to raise this child by myself, that means we're getting divorced. We were both so happy when we finally had a baby, right? Yeah, I remember. We even made a promise that when we have a baby, we'll build our own home. Right, but that was in the past. The past? Isn't this about our future? I'm sorry, but there is no future. There's an envelope on the table with divorce documents. Fill it out and send it to the lawyer. You can't just... This is insane. You left me alone in the hospital and when I had labor. You didn't call me back. And after I left the hospital, you asked me to divorce you? Give me a good reason why you're doing this. That's... You and I had a bad chemistry, you know? The incompatibility. Really? What? This is a fine reason, right? Is that the reason? What? Are you doubting me? After the baby was born, a new mother from our same department came to see me at the hospital. We got to know each other since we had our babies around the same time. We promised each other we'd call after the baby was born. So what? She sent me a picture. Picture? A picture of her kid? I'm not interested in that. No, a picture of you. Huh? Why my picture? She saw you with an unknown woman. She was curious, so she took your picture as evidence. Plus, the woman you were with looked like she had a big belly. But it obviously wasn't me, so she thought it was weird. What? Let me send you that picture now. This is... I was surprised to see the woman in the picture. I mean, I felt as if someone had hit me over the head with a big hammer. Because the woman in the picture with you is my sister. This is, you know... You were having an affair with Leah? That's why she sent me those texts spying on me. The reason why I stopped hearing from you. Why only Leah sended me texts. And why you kept saying you're busy. Now I understand everything. If you know what I'm talking about, good. That was quick. I'm divorcing you and I'm going to be with Leah. She has a 5-month-old baby in her belly. That's why I'm leaving you and I can't raise your child. How can you say that so brazenly? Of course I'll agree to the divorce. You'll lose everything, even your property, okay? Huh? About that. The division of property. Let's discuss it later. Property division? Don't make me laugh. You're not getting any property. Why not? We have savings, right? It should be around $100,000. You need to study more. There's no way you have property division. Why not? Common property should be divided fairly. There's no way you're going to get them all by yourself. Common property. Aren't you misunderstanding something? Misunderstanding what? Common property is what we saved and what we bought after we got married. This $100,000 is what I saved when I was single. Well, it includes dividends too, though. You're kidding, right? What about my salary and bonus? You used your salary to pay the rent, utilities, and food. I used my salary to cover the shortage, right? Oh, then what about my bonus? Did you forget that you used it to buy whatever you want? What? A set of golf clubs, a new car, a luxury brand suit, etc. Most of the bonus must have disappeared for those payments. You didn't realize it yourself? What? Then what about the property division? Of course, zero. Even if there was, you had an affair and made a child while I was pregnant, so you would be considered neglecting my child, and you wouldn't get any money. You're kidding, right? It's obvious you were cheating. Moreover, with my sister, I'll get enough compensation and child support from you. I'm in the middle of discussion with my lawyer right now. Wait a minute. I thought I was getting a property division, so I bought a house at Leah's request. I was going to use the property division to pay for it. What am I gonna do? I don't know. You did everything on your own, so don't cry and beg me. And I'll never let you see my child, so keep that in mind. At best, hope you and Leah will suffer. Sis! Answer the phone! Sis, don't ignore! What is it? Don't play dumb! What have you done? No property division? You evil! Evil? Which one of us is evil? You stole my husband and had a baby with him. I'm speechless. My child doesn't have a father since the moment he was born. I feel sorry for him. It's your fault. Huh? Why is it my fault? Because you're not attractive, so he started to love me. Oh, whatever. I'm not interested in that guy anymore. I'm just going to raise up my child to be a fine young man. I don't care about that either. I'm going to have a baby too. I heard that. That's why we bought a house. I used my savings to pay for the deposit and others, but I was going to use his property division to pay for the rest. What are we gonna do? Why are you asking me? We're divorced now and I have nothing to do with it. In the first place, our savings is what I saved when I was single, so it's not subject to property division. Oh no, we're going to suffer from the finances. Then why don't you just sell the house? I know you just bought it though. Don't say it like it's none of your business. It is not my business. I don't want to do that. Then why don't you both work to death to pay for it? Figure out how to pay together. It's none of my business. You are really cold. That's why he left you. Fine. I'll talk to Mom. Are you stupid? Huh? Mom won't support you. Why not? Think about what you've done. You took my husband away from me, and now you're having his baby. Mom and Dad are both furious. What? You're surprised? Wow, how much of an easygoing person are you? Of course they are. They said they would cut you off. They would never forgive you for hurting me and my child so deeply. Oh no! What am I supposed to do? I don't know how to raise a child on my own. I bet. Figure it out with him. Oh, I know. I should cry to his parents. Huh? About the house and raising the child. I can just ask his parents. How many times should I tell you? Are you an idiot? His parents are furious too. What? I told them what happened before I left the hospital. They cried on the phone and apologized to me. They said their son did a terrible thing and then asked me to forgive him. Really? They said they would do everything they could to help pay for the child support. So even though you guys cried at them, I can see that you guys will be rejected at the entrance. Then what are we going to do? I told you I don't know. It's not my problem, so don't ask me anymore. I don't even want to see your face. I'm sad to lose my only sister like this. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to charge you compensation too. No, there's no way I can pay that. I can't. But I've already discussed it with my lawyer. I'm sure you'll be receiving a bill from him soon. Oh no, I'm about to have a baby. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. You deserve it. Can I talk to you now? I have nothing more to talk to you. Don't say that. Listen to me. Compensation, child support, home payment, childbirth fee, I can't afford them. Well, you had a low income. It was a miracle that you had such a good life, you know? That was because you had a good income, right? I know. You just understand now? I went to my parents' house to beg for money. But you, what have you done? They said they didn't want to think of a shameless man like me as their son. I can never go back to that house. They're insulating me. And they refuse to see me. I knew it. But then, I can't even let Leah have a baby now. To be honest, I think we can only make it through the day. You don't need to tell me that. That's what you wanted, right? You abandoned me and this child. Please, will you help me? Huh? You must have over $100,000 in savings right now. Lend it to me. I'll pay you back. Who are you talking to? You had an affair with my sister and even had a baby with her. You abandoned me after I just had a baby. Also, this child's future. You may think I'm fine, but I don't know how much I've suffered. Thanks to the support of my parents, I'm finally starting to be positive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've made you guys suffer. Sorry. Apologizing doesn't make any difference. This is about people's lives, okay? You don't understand the seriousness of the matter. I'm sorry. I have Leah's future and unborn child's future. Please, help me. I've already cut off that girl. She's a stranger to me. Don't say that. I only care about my child's future. I can't afford to take care of you guys. I don't want to think about it. I will never help you guys. Do not reach me again. No, please. I have no one else to ask. Then why don't you just sell the house? Leah doesn't want me to do that. Alright. If you're going to listen to her selfishness, you'll have to work like a slave. I don't think there's no one who can help you guys. Don't say that. At least, not that. I, or my parents, or your parents will help you. If you're going to ask for help, then find someone else. Well, I'm not going to text you anymore since it has nothing to do with me.
Wait a minute. I don't want to break off relationship with you. Then I can break up with Leah and get back together with you.
You're the worst. It was right to divorce you. There's no way I could raise a child with a man who has zero responsibility. Okay, I'm gonna block you.
Wait, please.
After that, Leah somehow managed to have a baby, but they couldn't earn enough money to raise a child, so they went bankrupt. They lost all of their property and now raising their child quietly in a shabby old apartment. Leah became neurotic by raising a child for the first time, so I heard. Harry has to take care of the housework and the baby, and he can't even work enough. I feel sorry for the child, but it is none of my business. I am raising my child with my parents' help back at home. I am so grateful for my parents' thoughtfulness. My purpose in life is to see my child grow up with smiles on his face. I will continue to look forward and live with sincerity.
Sorry for the sudden message. Nice to meet you. I'm Abigail. Abigail? I'm sorry, but I don't know you. Are you sure that you're contacting the right number? Huh? I don't think it's a wrong number. You are Gloria, right? Yes, I am, but I'm afraid I must say that I don't know who you are. I'm really sorry. No worries. It's understandable that you don't know me. We've never met anyway. I see. But your husband has always been very kind to me. My husband? Are you Adam's colleague? That's correct. Oh, yes, I understand now. So how can I help you? I mean, you're my husband's subordinate, so how did you get my number? Well, don't worry about the details. Actually, I contacted you because I have something to tell you, Gloria. What is it? It's too much trouble to go on and on about it, so I'll just tell you straight to the point. Please divorce your husband. What? Let me say it again. Will you divorce your husband? I don't get it. What do you mean by that? You're so stubborn. You need to use your imagination. I'm going to marry your husband. The problem is, polygamy isn't allowed in the United States. So, I wish you to divorce your husband. Did I make myself clear? Sorry, I still don't understand at all. You are my husband's colleague, right? Are you telling me that you are having an intimate relationship with him? Geez, how many times do I need to explain? I told you to use your imagination, didn't I? Of course, there's no way that I'm just going to end as your husband's subordinate. I'm currently dating him. I love your husband very much. That's why I don't want to be just a girlfriend anymore. I want to get married to him. What? I can't believe that you're dating my husband. Since when? To be honest, I don't remember the exact date. Well, it just happened. I mean, when I realized, it just started. What do you mean? Did it really happen by chance? My husband has never shown me any indication of that. Of course he was trying to hide it because he didn't want you to find out. You're so dull that you didn't realize. That's why you're a loser. So what you're telling me is true then? Yes, of course. You're so persistent. I want you to divorce your husband at your earliest convenience. Anyway, since I'm still not sure if you're telling the truth or not, I'll talk to my husband once. As you know, divorce isn't an easy decision to make. I think it'll be useless. Well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. What do you mean? Because your husband didn't want you to find out, so I don't think he'll tell you the truth, no matter how much you force him. I understand. Anyway, I'll discuss this with Adam. Well, be my guest. But if you're going to get a divorce, the sooner the better. Just do me a favor, okay? My head is in turmoil because of what I've been told. To be honest, I thought I knew Adam better than anyone else. And if I count from the time when we started dating, he has been with me for quite a few years. I believed that there was no way he would betray me in the form of adultery. So I immediately texted Adam. Adam, can I have a minute now? I really need to ask you something.
Oh, I didn't expect you to text me while I'm at work. How unusual. What's the matter?
Is there someone named Abigail at your workplace?
Yeah, I know her. What's happening? How did you get to know her?
I hate to ask this, but are you in a relationship with her?
She is just a coworker of mine. I don't have any other relationship with her. What's this all of a sudden?
Really? Can I trust you?
You texted me out of the blue just to ask that? What's going on?
I just got a message from Abigail.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's what I want to ask you. She said that she's going out with you and wants to get married to you. She also asked me to divorce you. Could you explain what's happening?
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? It's all a lie. You have to believe me. You know better than anyone that I would never cheat on you, don't you?
I know, but it was so sudden and I was surprised. I got a message from a woman I don't know, out of the blue.
I'm sorry that you had to go through all the trouble. To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable saying this, but it's true that I felt Abigail's affection for me. I admit that. But everyone in the company knows that I'm a married man. In fact, I'm even famous for being a loving husband. So there's no way I'd ever have an affair with someone or anything like that.
You're right. I'm relieved to hear that.
It's impossible for me to have an affair with a coworker.
But how did Abigail find out about my number?
That's a real mystery. I wouldn't want any weird rumors to spread at the company either. I'll look into it too, but really, there's nothing for you to worry about. I'll do my best to get home early today, so we can talk about it when I get home.
Okay then. Good luck with your work. Adam came home on time as promised. Then, we had a good discussion directly and found out that it was completely Abigail's misunderstanding, just as I believed. It seems that she got my phone number from somewhere and registered me as a friend on WhatsApp. I decided to stop associating with strange people like her, but the relentless messages from Abigail continued. Hey Gloria, are you still going to stick around? Please divorce your husband as soon as possible. Did you discuss with him about that properly? Lately, it seems that you've been ignoring my messages too. Tell me why. Abigail, you know what? What happened with my husband is completely your misunderstanding. Can you please not get involved with us anymore? Me and my husband have no intention of getting a divorce. Huh? You're the one who must stop getting involved, not me. I'm really dating your husband. That's why I told you to back off. Just admit it. I don't think I understand what you're trying to tell me. I can't believe it that you still don't understand. Maybe it's because you're too old to think straight. Well, let me tell you something. Can you prove that you're currently dating my husband? I can't prove anything. It's just a fact. He said that he's dating me, so there's nothing you can do to stop him. You're just a sore loser. If you insist so much, why don't you check with your husband again? You're so confident about that, aren't you? Don't you get it? Your husband was just scared that if you found out about the affair, you'll end up in depression because of the shock since you're an elderly woman. For your information, I've already talked it over with my husband. About what? On the day I got the message from you. We talked it over. Huh? Are you serious? I thought there was absolutely no way you could discuss something like that with your husband. We're a married couple, you know. That's why we always discuss everything before making our decisions. It's not like we're in a casual relationship. Whatever it is, we can discuss it together. Don't you dare make fun of me. But still, it's useless. There's no way your husband would admit what he's been doing. He certainly denied about having an affair with you. See? I told you. What you've done was totally useless. But it's not like he's hiding it. He was really serious about it. We've known each other for over a decade now. I can at least tell the difference between a lie and the truth about my husband. He's a very honest man. You're so persistent, you know that? I know your husband better than you do. In fact, he spends more time with me than with you. Well, that's because you both are working at the same company. But it doesn't matter. Everyone spends more time working anyway. I don't think it's anything special. I know your husband better than you do. The truth is, he wants to date a young girl like me, not an old woman like you, Gloria. That's what men do, don't they? I think you just admitted that you're not dating my husband. Oh? So what? I love your husband more than you do. Just get a divorce. Then your husband will wake up and realize how much I mean to him. I'm sure he cares about me. You're such a silly woman, Abigail. What did you say? I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm gonna divorce my husband. The fact that you fell in love with him means that my husband is attractive, and I'm happy for him. But he's still my husband, so please give up on him. There will never be a divorce. I'm not gonna give up on Adam. If you insist so much, I'll make you divorce with him. You better brace yourself. I had no idea what Abigail was going to do, so I was somewhat terrified. I showed Adam all of those messages. He reassured me that there was nothing to worry about as always. It seems that Adam had something in his mind. Gloria, are you there? Reply to me right away. Abigail, what is it this time? Don't pretend as if you knew nothing. You really know everything, don't you? I mean, it was you who planned all of that, right? Can you just tell me, why am I being transferred to a different department? What? He got transferred? Are you still going to play dumb with me? You must have arranged it somehow, because you don't want to lose your husband, right? I didn't do anything. I don't work for the company, so there's no way I'm capable of doing such thing. Then why? Your husband said to me that I should stop bothering you. You must be the one who planned all of this. I told you that I'm not capable of doing such things since I don't work for the company you're working at. I just told my husband that I was having trouble since I've received some odd messages from you, Abigail. It seems that my husband was also troubled too. We decided to leave it alone for a while. Maybe my husband did something to make me less anxious. He always prioritizes me. Isn't that awful? I love your husband. Why should he treat me like this? It's just too much. I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I don't think so. You were sending me those annoying messages, weren't you? If you have something to say, just say it directly to me. I don't know if this is what my husband told you, but I heard that your attitude at work is terrible. Don't say random things like that. I was working diligently. But you were always late and couldn't meet deadlines. On top of that, you made a lot of mistakes. My husband complained that everyone was in trouble because of what you did. Your husband told you that? What his co-workers did is the responsibility of the entire team. That's why he is supposed to take good care of them. He was just doing his job. Since he was nice to you, maybe that's the reason why you misunderstood him. Adam was only being so nice to me? Are you telling me that your husband was trying to get me to change my attitude towards work? Well, that's the way the story goes. Oh no! I thought your husband was nice to me because he cared about me. Isn't that usually the case? I don't know. Well, maybe that positive thinking of yours is a good thing. But that's the way it is. So why don't you try to fix your attitude at work? Please don't contact me anymore. Then, please convince your husband. You can do it, right? Are you kidding me? If you ask him, he might tell the HR to prevent me from being transferred. My new position is in a warehouse. I can't work in a dry, dusty room every day from now on. I'm giving up on your husband, so please do something to help me. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do it. I don't think my husband can either. He's not eligible for that. Why? Are you still angry about what I've done? I already apologized to you, didn't I? So forgive me. You should understand that your work attitude was the main reason why you were transferred in the first place. It's nothing to do with your approach to my husband. Don't you think you need to fix it from there? Isn't that a natural thing as an employee? I should just work hard from now on and fix it, right? Why don't you just give me one more chance? I know I keep saying this, but I don't work for the company. So no matter how many times you ask me for help, I can't help you. I told you to ask your husband to help me. Why don't you just have your husband go talk to my boss? Actually, my husband is reading this message right now. No kidding! Really? I'm sorry. I'll work diligently from now on. So please ask the HR department to cancel the transfer. Apparently, that's not even possible for my husband. Why not? Because it was his boss who decided on your transfer. Besides, it seems that your coworkers are also having a hard time working with you. What? It's how I do my job, so my coworkers have nothing to do with this. It's everyone's job to improve the atmosphere in the workplace. It seems that your coworkers often ask the supervisor for advice about your bad attitudes. Is that so? You're kidding, right? I only heard about it, so I don't know the details. But you're spreading snacks on your desk at work, and you don't even know how to talk politely. Because of that, the company has received complaints from their clients. But it looks like you've never reflected on your own behavior. So instead, your coworkers always took care of it. I feel sorry for them. No way! But that doesn't mean that I have to be transferred, right? My husband's supervisor was asking a lot of questions about your behavior and performance. My husband can't lie to his supervisor, so he told him the truth. It seems that the transfer was the result of your bad attitude. Oh no! I was doing my job perfectly! I guess you were the only one who thought so. I'm sorry for you, but you'll just have to start from scratch at the new place. There's nothing I can do to help you, but if you feel bad about what you did, just hang in there from now on. I hope you can help my husband with his job someday. Goodbye. Due to her own big misunderstanding, Abigail is now working hard at the warehouse while complaining every day. I think she's lucky that she didn't get fired because of what she has done. I was kind of relieved to hear that she decided to work harder than before. I'm still getting along well with my husband, and we are planning to go on a movie date this weekend.